Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, this is Madden Football, EA Sports. The Green Bay Packers taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
This is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Here we go. 70,
Throwing to start the drive. Mobley, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Mobley. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Four yards remain for second down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Mobley eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
No surprise to see a sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mobley. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. An inside give to Jones. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Mobley. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. Going with their tight end on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Operating from the gun, Rutledge. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
When we say the sky's the limit for CeeDee Lamb coming into his 3rd season, it's not hyperbole. 1,102 yards in his first Pro Bowl nod last season. He's now the unquestioned WR1 for Dallas following the Amari Cooper deal. They get it to him there for a first down.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Off play action. Rutledge able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Rutledge. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They go play action here on first down.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Back to the air on second down. Rutledge got an open man. It's Washington. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first down carry by Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Rutledge. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
The Green Bay Packers took a couple of members of the vaunted University of Georgia defense in the first round in the 2022 NFL Draft, and the second of those picks was Devontae Wyatt, a hulking lineman with excellent athleticism.
This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking to throw. Rutledge. He's got his man. It's Gallup.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. Touchdown, Cowboys. James Washington from 13 yards out.
And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
And it's James Washington who finishes things with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll try the right side with Jones.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
To throw on 2nd down.
Mobley finds Lazard quickly on the slant.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on 1st down. Mobley.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw on second down. Mobley looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. On first down, Rutledge. And his throw is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Rutledge. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Rutledge. That's caught again by Schultz. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denying 3 points at the very end. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw. Mobley. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Oh, nice move.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on 3rd down. Mobley got a man. It's Tunyon. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Mobley. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have moved out in front. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. That time a 9-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their 1st possession of the 2nd half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their 1st drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Packers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and so these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders, and that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. It's second down. Elliott once more. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rutledge. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rutledge, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Rutledge. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Rutledge. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To throw on 2nd down, Mobley. Buying, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Back to throw. Mobley. This one completes. It's Tunyon underneath. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. On the return is Lamb. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rutledge. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rutledge over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Back to Elliott, and he's got him again.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rutledge. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. To throw on 2nd down, Rutledge. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Set it. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. It was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.